he's a great songwriter and a singer and a guitar player. You know, I'm sure that Paul was looking for that connection, the John connection, you know, and they'd known each other from the past, and I think it was a good choice at the time. It really was. But when we started, we took it to the next level, and we had to go out and tour. We really needed a guitar player that could solo and stuff like that. And Denny was a capable guitar player, but he didn't have everything that you need to. So that's when the roadies kind of suggested that we take a look at some guitar players. Like one of their buddies was Henry McCulloch, and Henry had just gotten out of the Grease band, I guess, and they brought him in. We had this rehearsal room. It was a little theater at the Duke of York Steps, and it was really cool. And Henry showed up one day, you know, with his cig and his red guitar, and we started playing. It was magic. He was just perfect, you know. Then it was a band. Pretty soon we're touring, you know. The university tour was the next tour. No gigs, no hotels, no nothing, except a lot of fun. Wives, kids, dogs in the transit van. Ian and Trevor in the bigger van with the gear. Just set out, find a place to play, and play that night. It was really cool. It really was. There were times we'd pull into a university and they'd say, "Do you have a place we could have a dance or a concert tonight?" You know, student union or mess hall or anything. And they said, "Well, I don't know." He said, "We got Paul McCartney out there." He goes, "Yeah, right." He said, "Come here." Drag him out to the Paul. Paul would go, "Yeah, yeah, okay." So the first tour, the kids got to see us for 75 pence. A couple hours after we showed up. Then we'd go find a hotel while they were like, Ian and Trevor were setting up the gear, hang a few posters around the campus, and we'd go find a hotel, come back, not even a sound check, we'd just come back and do the show. And we had crap PAs, you know, like it was like a rented, everything was like, but it was fun. It was fun. And at the end of the night, the kid from the student union would show up with the money box, and he'd get in the van with us, and we'd get the money out. One for you, one for you, one for you. We had these like wads of £1 notes. It was cool. Stop at the fish and chip place where you get fish and chips. Some house out in the country, you know. Cheese sandwiches, a little bit of darts. Get back in the van and go to the night. It was really probably the most fun tour I've ever done in my life. By the end of that we only did 10 or 12 dates, I think, that first university tour. We'd already melded together as a band, and we went on to start the next project, the next album. And by then, it was starting to get pretty, we got to know each other well, what we could do, what we couldn't do. And then the European tour came along after that, and we knew that we had to be kind of ready for that. And that was a lot better, but by the time that we hit that third tour, the proper British tour, it was a shit-hot rock and roll band, as he used to call it. It was a good rock and roll band, though. We'd really grown into a band.